Going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here to GQR, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. With the Gentleman's Product Review, Style and Fitness here, so if you're about that, go ahead and hit that button right down there. Welcome, everyone. So today we're going to be having a pomade battle, and we're going to be checking out Head and Shoulders Shaping Pomade. They're the new kid on the block against the old kid on the block, which is Old Spice Spiffy Pomade. Now, you guys know this has been out already for a long time, and this just barely came out this year, so we're going to be checking them out and see which one is better. Now, just like anything on this channel, it's going to be going over a couple things. We're going to be checking out on this pomade battle the packaging, the scent, the texture, the application, and the price. And whichever product has more points at the end of each category is going to be our winner. And we're going to be checking that out. And then I'll give my overall verdict to see if I agree. Because sometimes even though in these pomade battles, we might have a winner on paper, I might not agree with it. But we're going to end up seeing who I think is a better pomade anyways. So like I said, that's what's going to happen at the very end. So let's go ahead and get right into this and get right into the packaging. Alright, everyone, let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So the first one, the Head and Shoulders, you're looking at a 3-ounce plastic container all the way around. It's got a blue, gray, and a pink color scheme going on. And as you can see, this is Head and Shoulders Shaping Pomade. Nothing at the very bottom. And just a couple things on the side about it. And just, typical plastic container. Same thing with the Old Spice Spiffy Pomade. Except, you got the red, blue, and black. This is a little bit better, I want to say. This is a 2.64 ounce container. But the same thing, it's plastic all the way around, really bright red. And I'm going to go ahead and just give the packaging even because I honestly don't think one is better than the other. I would say the Old Spice I feel a little bit better, but they're both pretty bad looking packaging. So I'll give them 1 apiece. Alright, everyone, let's go ahead and get into the scent. So let's start off with Head and Shoulders. Let's pop this open and it's not too bad. It's kind of like, I want to say just like a fresh scent. It does smell a little chemically, but besides that, it's very minimal. So I want to say the scent's kind of low, which is a good thing because it just smells like I want to say something a bit sporty, almost like your shampoo. It has almost like that shampoo scent, so it's okay. Let's go ahead and check out the Old Spice. And this smells just like deodorant. Like it smells like one of the Old Spice deodorant, which I actually like their scent. So if you don't like their deodorant, you probably won't like the scent. You probably like the Head and Shoulders one better. But for me, I prefer this scent over the Head and Shoulders. So I'm going to go ahead and give the point to Old Spice. They get the point for scent. Alright, everyone, let's go ahead and take a look at the texture. So we're going to go ahead and start off with Head and Shoulders. And let's go ahead and pop this open. As you can see, it looks like a just straight up creamy lotion. And exactly, it feels just like that, guys. It feels like you're getting out lotion. There's no thickness to it whatsoever. It is just super creamy. You get it on and it just breaks up super smooth. Like it just feels like straight lotion, guys. So it doesn't really have like a pomade, I want to say, texture, so it's just very different. The texture is okay. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the texture for the Old Spice Spiffy Pomade. Let's go ahead and bust this open. And as you can see, this is brand new. It also looks very lotion like. And right when you get in there, definitely a little bit more thickness. Now, it's still very lotiony, but you could definitely feel a little bit more thickness. It starts to feel more like an unorthodox water-based pomade. And as you start to get it in, it starts breaking up just like lotion, though. Once you start emulsifying, it starts breaking up almost like the Head and Shoulders one, too. But like I said, this does have 2 types of waxes and beeswax, so it is a better thickness. And it does give you a little bit of that familiar pomade texture. So definitely I like the texture a lot better on this one. Definitely the point for Old Spice. Alright, everyone, let's go ahead and get into the application. So we're going to go ahead and start off with Head and Shoulders. So let's go ahead and bust this open and let's get a dime size. And man, let me tell you, this stuff is so it just feels like lotion. It doesn't feel like at all like, I want to say, pomade whatsoever. It just feels like you're getting lotion that goes completely invisible. Let's get it in. And my hair is completely dry. We're going to go on a dry application. And at least the application's smooth because of the fact that it's so lotion-like. It's just very, very smooth, and it goes in very easy in the hair, which is a good thing. Now, I remember when I did the review just for the Head and Shoulders, somebody in the comments was saying that, to try with damp hair, and it's it's a little better, that the hold and whatever it is. And I tried it dry with damp hair, everything, and to me it was the same thing. I didn't really get anything better from this. Very low hold, even though it says, I believe it's medium hold on there, it does not feel like a medium hold. Like I said, it's just all they're using is carnauba wax in here, so it just gives you like a sticky, weird, like I don't know. It's very hard to shape anything because since there's no firmness or anything in here to like really, just grab your hair and mold it. It's very hard to, to basically comb your hair with this. Like as you can see, I'm getting just a bunch of stickiness. It's kind of putting my hair together. So if I had short hair and I was going for like a messy look, it would probably be fine. But it's a pomade, so obviously you're looking to put it in your hair and to comb your hair, and it's very hard because as soon as you start, you feel the stickiness. Your hair starts to stick together. It is, at least it goes matte. It is, you could see hardly any shine, but I can't get anything because it's almost like there's no hold to it. So it's just wax, that's in my hair, and it's pretty bad. Like this should just be a wax. It shouldn't be a pomade. Like I said, it's just, I would get a better look just kind of like fingering it, and that's not what you're supposed to do with the pomade, obviously. So you're supposed to comb it, and you can't really do anything with it because when you start combing it, it sticks to your comb and it feels like, I don't know. So, but the application, it does go smooth in your hair. Not very good at combing it, just more like finger. But the application was alright. Alright everybody, let's go ahead and get the application with the Spiffy pomade. So let's go ahead and bust this open. And we definitely got to review this on its own. This definitely has a bit of a better texture than the other one, but once you start breaking it up, it breaks up very lotion-like, very, very, very lotion-like. This is actually one of the first pomades I ever used when I first started using pomade. This was actually one of my first. I remember doing a review. This was one of my first reviews I ever did. I don't think it's up there though. I think I took it down a long time ago. The review was pretty bad. This is when I first started. And we are going in again with the dry application. And this is a very smooth application too, because of the fact that it's just very lotion-like. It definitely has a bit better thickness to it. That's what I like. It's more like that. It gives you like that unorthodox pomade feel to it. But I mean, you can't really expect too much from this, guys. I mean, they are, drugstore pomades. And as you can see, this one already is starting to give me more of a hold. And what does it say? Medium hold? Yeah, it feels like a medium hold. Not a true medium hold, but I mean, it's definitely better than the Head and Shoulders. And it's not as sticky. This product does use two types of wax and beeswax. So it's like carnauba wax, and I think it's lanolin wax and beeswax. So as you can see right away, I'm starting to get already a better comb out of this. This feels more like a true pomade. So definitely a lot better in that sense. So definitely digging the application. Now this definitely performs better, but I felt just because of the Head and Shoulders I want to say it was way creamier and it was easier to get in. The application was better on the Head and Shoulders, so I'm gonna go ahead and give the point to Head and Shoulders. Alright everyone, let's go ahead and talk about the price. So I want to say that Spiffy pomade from Old Spice runs you around anywhere from $6 to $7. Sometimes it even goes on sale. You can find it for $5 every once in a while. So definitely you're getting 2.64 ounces for $6, which is pretty good. It's a decent amount of product for that money. And for Head and Shoulders, for their 3 ounce, you're paying $9.99, and $9.99 isn't bad for 3 ounces of product. But definitely way better deal here. You're definitely $6 to $10, and you're talking about like just a little bit of difference, on the ounces. So definitely the better deal is Old Spice. So they definitely pick up the point for price. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and give this my overall verdict. So first we're going to talk about who got the most points. So let's talk about, we end up having Head and Shoulders with 2 points and Old Spice with 4 points. So beating Head and Shoulders out by 2 points is our winner chicken dinner. Old Spice Pomade ends up getting the big W on this one. And so let's go ahead and talk about my overall verdict. Do I agree with that? Do I think this is a better pomade? Hell yeah. Definitely a better pomade. It's sad because this isn't a good pomade by any means possible, but it's better than Head and Shoulders. I mean, it's sad, and it's more, Head and Shoulders is more expensive, and I wouldn't even consider Head and Shoulders a pomade. As you guys, if you guys seen the review, I'll put a link below on the review just for this pomade. It's just wax in here with a bunch of fillers. You can't really comb your hair. It gets your hair all sticky. So this is a very, very bad pomade. Head and Shoulders got super lazy with all of their products, just like their clay that doesn't have any clay. Very, very terrible products from Head and Shoulders. And so, like I said, this has been around for a long time. They haven't changed or anything. So I'm sure there's people out there that like this. This might be their everyday product. So it's not that bad. I mean, for the price, $6, you can't expect too much out of it, guys. But I mean, there is, like I said, they're using 2 types of waxes and a beeswax and then a bunch of fillers. But it's okay. Like, I think obviously this is for if you have a little bit shorter hair, you're just looking for real simple comb overs, maybe barely any slick backs, but something very simple, not too crazy. Obviously you're not going to get any crazy pompadours out of this because it doesn't have that kind of hold or that kind of thickness to give you that kind of volume and whatnot. But it's an okay product for $6. You're on the go, and it's definitely better than Head and Shoulders. So like I said, not the greatest, but it's better than Head and Shoulders. So this is our winner, and definitely the champ for today. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed making it for you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. To my subscribers, I love you guys. Please be safe out there, guys. And I'll see you here next time on GQR Style and Fitness.